I got a view as well. So Mr. Squeaky's got his air conditioner on again. Bit louder this time, it's getting more squeakier. I just bloody fix it. So it's, I sort of figured out how this thing turns on, because it's one of those stackable little micro component systems. There's like a tuner with a CD player that stacks on top of this thing as a separate component. And the control cable has all the interface that powers this amplifier. It's like a remote cable that turns this thing on with the rest of the unit that goes together with this one. I've tried grounding some of these, and grounding them out, and the fan came on, and boy, it's got some bad bearings. So, nothing on the amplifier. There's a couple of pins I've got to ground out on this thing to get it to work. So it's a standalone amplifier. It's got a nice toroid transformer in that, which I could wrap a big cable around it, make a nice high current motor. Or at least to some extent anyway, but yeah, this thing needs some sort of I tried putting power in this thing with a wall wart, and they got some the amplifier came on for a little bit, but it's a couple of these pins you got to ground out, and a combination of grounding some out and getting power in some of them, because some of these pins are powered on all the time. So if we can get the exact pin out, or way I can hack this thing, just put a switch inside to override it so I can turn this thing on. This so it powers up as a standalone amplifier, and I just want to use the inputs from my computer. And this would be a good power amplifier to replace my Pi on my computer. For something like that, it'd be perfect. I do want to tell you, I haven't pulled this thing apart on camera yet. I'll show you what sort of amplifier chips inside it. The thing I noticed, here's the inside of it. One thing I noticed, although it's a Telefunken, looks like it's a Sansui built product. Quite good quality components inside, but we've got here LS, 84 degree Celsius set of electrolytic capacitors, a good bridge rectifier which you could recycle with nice long leads. Love it when they build components like that. They've got two bridge rectifiers here. Power supply, the regulation, voltage regulation, the main amplifier, which is a TNE 7265 made by ST. So it's quite a good powerful amplifier chip, that. TNE 7265 says on the board there. Burnt resistor there. That was already burnt before I took this thing apart, before when I first saw it. And part of the power supply here, so we've got another set of rectifier diodes here. Got auxiliary power here from the transformer. More coming out of the transformer here. Control switching, control signal voltages. More here. That's just a link up between the two boards. This is a separate board. Power supply, and this is the main part of the amplifier here on this board. This is the amplifier board. This part of the circuit here I want to focus on. I want to get this to turn on. If I can hack and switch into this thing, a little switch, I can turn this thing on and off. I just want this thing to run as a standalone amplifier. Just put my own inputs in the back, whether it be a computer, iPhone or whatnot, anything. So it's a standalone amplifier, so it runs on its own. The resistor slightly smoked too. Now I did experiment with jumping some pins and stuff like that. It did come on for a bit, but finding exactly which pins are they. So I was sort of doing like a circuit bend. Or what do you call it, like a power line? I don't know, it's just a tack, whatever, if that's, yeah, that sort of thing on it. And that heatsink is bolted there and there. If I unbolt that onto these screws and those screws, that board should come out. This is the front panel stuff. The front panel interface board here. If I can get this thing to turn on, it'd be nice. That got dry joints. It's a bit. No, it's alright. It'd be nice to utilise this as a standalone amplifier. Nicely built little amp. Doesn't say where it's made, but it'll definitely be China. It doesn't say. Model is TNE 1300. I'll get me jumper cable out and plug this thing in. Let's see if I get some speakers hooked up to it, just so I can see if I get any. Well, I know I'll be on it anyway because the fan comes on when I get the right combination. That fan will come on. That's where it turns on. Anyway, I can't find which one turns this bloody thing on. Anyone has any idea how to I can jump this thing and get this thing to turn on? Here, let me know. It'd be really handy. Mute, power mute, left channel ground, power ground. Now I can power this thing up. It needs a special signal to go on this control cable. There's a special way to power this thing up. It's useless without the rest of the unit. Be nice to find a way to jump one of these pins here so this thing can stay on. And just put a switch on it so I can just use it normally. But basically what I did, just started jumping each one of these pins in this bloody socket here. And some make a little bit of a spark, but they don't hold it for very long at all. Don't want to blow anything up. Some of these will actually spark. So, yeah. There's resistors in that circuit which smoked out a little bit. This one smoked out a little bit, so I don't want to push them anywhere near further than that. I want to blow up these transistors. They're obviously voltage regulators. So if anyone has any idea how I can get this thing to power up, let me know. Be a really good little benchtop standalone amplifier. Anyway, that'll be enough for now. Thanks for watching.